Hi, Bryce.
Hi, it's a me, Mario.
It's a you, Mario. You silly boy. Are you ready for the tube?
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
let's do
let's do
this.
it.
Come on.
We're going to show the people what we do.
Show the people what you do to
Got
get in
my
the
phone, got my water, got my pillow. I had my blanket inside.
tube. Okay, Mommy's getting in.
Tell them what you're doing with all the buttons.
I am. So this machine is an oxygen concentrator, and it does what it says. It concentrates the oxygen.
That's just what most of they know.
It'll turn green in a second. Alright, and then these are the pumps. There's two pumps for this that pump in outside here. And
Yeah.
then Bryce, you can get in the tube.
Where do you want to go, buddy? Head to head or?
So you got to figure out which way you want to go, who's at what end, or both at the same end.
Want that in?
So they come in different sizes. This one's big enough for two people. I think they call it a 32 inch. And so you can see the oxygen tube comes around this way and goes right in here. So that's from the oxygen concentrator. And then in the back here, that's where the room air gets pumped in to pressurize the chamber. And I'm sure Bryce wants his iPad in there.
Yeah.
Hi, Bryce.
We need our fans.
And your fans. It does get warm, so we have a couple of, oops, sorry. I have a couple of fans that go in there.
We'll hang yours. I don't know.
And then, so on top, we have the gauge here that goes to 4 PSI when it's all pumped up. This is a valve that lets the air out, but right now it's closed because,
Bryce wants you to put it over the window.
okay,
There it is, Bryce.
hello!
Whoa.
So there's another valve inside that Sandy has control of, and that's this one. So we keep this one closed, and they can control the pressure. So once this thing pumps up, they can close this valve, and then this will go to 4 PSI. And they can control the rate that it pumps up with this valve. So if they need to clear their ears, or if it gets uncomfortable with their ears, they can open and close that until they're ready to close it all the way. And then, so we'll show you the zip up process. Oh, there's a remote here that turns these two pumps on, and Bryce likes to hit the button on this. So I'll give this to Bryce, and you can hit the button. Goes, he hits the button, that turns these pumps on. So now they have room air going into the tube, plus the concentrated oxygen going in there, and we'll zip them up. And you gotta set your timer. So they're gonna go in for 1 hour. So the zipping,
Can I help?
I don't think so because you're down at the other end. But you can, Bryce and I get in by ourselves during the day, so you would just zip it from the inside. But since they're getting in, and I'm here, I'm going to zip it from the outside. So there's 3 zippers. 2 zippers basically hold the tube together, and the black zipper is what actually seals the air. Get your foot in there, boy. Okay, so first comes the bottom white zipper. And
I got it.
you can zip up that one up. So they're gonna zip that all the way up. Okay. Alright, good. And then next I'll zip the black zipper. And again, that's what seals the air. important to get this zipper all the way closed, because if not, it'll leak air. And then last is the outer zipper. There's 2 straps for each zipper, so if they unzip from the inside, they can reach this strap. I'm going to tuck this one in as well. Zip that all the way up. So now they're zipped in. And once the pressure reaches for what? Yeah, you can close it now or later. It doesn't matter. It's so that you're comfortable. Anytime you're ready. Okay. So, so then once the pressure builds up to 4 psi, these relief valves on the back side will automatically open up at 4 psi. So the tube can never go higher than 4 psi. And that's where you want it for a low pressure. They call this mild HBOT, or mild hyperbaric G. And that's what Bryce's doctor suggested that we do. And so you're probably wondering, well, what happens if the power goes out? Well, if the power goes out, there's an alarm that I have plugged into the wall socket. So this socket is on the same breaker as all this stuff. So if the breaker is tripped by any of this equipment, this alarm will go off and alert whoever's in the tube, whoever's in the house. It's about as loud as a smoke alarm, so you will hear it. Plus, if the power did go out, you'll notice that the sound of rushing air coming into the tube will not be there. So you'll know if the power goes out. And then you can unzip quickly to get out once the pressure goes down. You open the valve and then the pressure goes down. So I'll demonstrate that once they're done, but they're going to be in there for an hour, and you can tell that this is hard now. It's all pumped up, and it's about 8 feet long, I would say, 8 to 9 feet long. So we had enough room in our bedroom to get it in here and put together. It wasn't hard putting together. It's basically this wire or metal frame, and these chains just support the chamber when it's empty, and you hook up the tubes. Yeah, you basically just hook up the tubes, and they have that remote. Remember that remote I showed you for this pump that Bryce turned on? So when they're ready to come out, they will first I open up the valve in here to let the air out, and then I will turn that pump off from the inside, and that stops the outside air from coming in. But you have plenty of air to breathe inside the tube while it's deflating, and it doesn't take long to deflate. So you'll hear the air coming out on this end already. So that tells me that the tube has reached maximum pressure, and it should be at 4 psi. So there it is. That's what we're looking for. And we'll see them in about an hour, and then we'll get them out. Okay, they've been in there an hour, so they're getting ready to come out. Okay, you can open the valve. So then your air starts to come out there. Okay, wait to hit the button for a minute, okay? Then wait a minute. I said wait. Turn it on. Or not. It's okay if you turn it off. Just leave it off. Give it to mommy. Okay. The pressure's coming down to 0. Doesn't really matter what order you do things in. You can let the air out of the valve. You can turn it off. You can do both. Just as long as the air is coming out, pressure's going down. And once it gets soft, we can unzip it. But right now there's still oxygen going through this tube from the oxygen concentrator. They shut those pumps off, so there's no longer pumping room air in there. But there is oxygen. And it's pretty soft, so. First zipper. Black zipper, you'll hear a shh as air comes out. Okay. And then there you go. Bryce is doing the inside zipper. And there they are.
Daddy, I wanted to unzip that black zipper.
Oh, no, you took a good one. You did.
That's a hard one.
I want to try the hard one next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If I want to do the hard one, I'll have to require 2 hands for that one.
That is a hard one. The black one is hard.
Well,
How was it?
it was great.
Do you want to turn off the other machine? Okay, we did it. Now let's get stuff out for mommy. And fans, and phones, and stuff. And there we go.
All right.
We did it.
We did it. 1 hour in the books.
Okay.